Welcome back. My name's Lorraine and you're at my channel Shanebrook Cottage. Today is the 2025 end of year WIP parade. Oh, are we ready? I have no idea how many WIPs I have. It's a good bit. I started filming a little bit before I started speaking, so maybe I'll have but I did knock some stuff down, so I don't know if I have any good footage of me dragging everything out or if it's just a hot mess that I'll have to delete. But I'm doing the WIP parade for selfish reasons because I want to know how many I have. And I showed you guys that I got this book from Fat Quarter Shop. It is just a lined book with graph paper, and I am creating my own notebook for the year. And it'll probably carry me over, hopefully, for several years, where I'm listing my quilt. excuse me. My quilt WIPs, I have all in here, I think. My works in progress. And now it's time to tackle the cross-stitch WIPs. And see if there's anything that's just going to be UFO'd. Just cut my losses and move on, because I have so many things I want to stitch, and it may be if something's not bringing me joy, maybe I'll hold on to it and see what happens in the future, or maybe I will UFO it. I don't know. I don't know if I will orphan anyone. So grab something cozy to drink and something cozy to stitch, and let's go through the WIPs together. Hopefully you will see something that tickles your fancy. Maybe you can relate, or maybe you'll find a new pattern you want to start, or maybe you'll be like, hey, I have that pattern too. Let me reach out to Lorraine and see if she wants to stitch it together. So thank you for being here. I had a great year on Flosstube with you guys. So many people, so many kind words. If I was a more organized soul, I would just have a running list here right now of all the people who commented all year long. Wouldn't that be a cool thing to do? I wish I would have just thought of that before I started speaking, but I'm not organized. And just acknowledge each and every one of you for being part of my my life. It's this is all about my cross stitch and quilting and crafting shenanigans, but you're really part of my life. You've seen me get weepy-eyed. You might have even seen a tear or two. Certainly a lot of smiles and joy. And I wouldn't have had this experience without you on the other side of this this iPad. So I appreciate it so much. So let's just dig in. I'm going to start with my basket. I have two Loggenberger baskets, and then I have another basket full of crap. But I'm going to start with the basket that was on the bottom, because that's stuff that hasn't been touched in a while, probably because it's probably spring and summer stuff. And let's go through that, and then we'll move into some of the things that I might have worked on recently, like the fall and winter and other type of things. And let's just see where we're at. I am going to use, I did test this out. You guys were so cool telling me, I just thought this was a quilting marking tool, that this is a little pin that I can write with, my friction pin, and used a little nubby to erase things to try and keep my notebook neat. I did notice when you do erase, you can still kind of see the outline, but that's fine. It's way better than me scribbling stuff out and rewriting it in ink or drawing an arrow. So awesome, awesome. So let me get out, let me mark my page here that's cross stitch WIPs. And I have 6 on here right now that I knew of, that I was working on. And I marked 1 off, so I really have 5 because I finished Christmas Means More recently. So let's see. I'm going to bend down here and just grab a handful and pull them up. And I might take some of these that are in mesh bags and go grab a couple of cross stitch bags that I've made. Looking over at the cross stitch bags that are empty, I realize a lot of them I focus on the holidays, so maybe I need to make a few that are non-holiday specific. Okay. Okay, so this is perfect because this one that's on top is like by far the oldest WIP of all. If you've been with me from the beginning, you know this one. This is a stamped cross stitch project, a dimensions kit. I need to just work on this and be done with it. Look how much I have done. It's like so close. And at one point I even had it on a scroll rod, so it still has like the Velcro on here. Let's see, what is this one called and what is the date on it? And oh yes, look at the original cross stitch bags, the OG of project bags. So this is called the Spring In. It's 1989. Sounds about right. Spring In 1989. This is definitely a keeper. It is so close to being done. It is an old friend that's been with me forever. So let's write this one down. Spring In. I'm even going to write 1989 dimensions on here. Part of the issue is, well, a couple things. I'm a slow stitcher. I like having a lot going on, and I like stitching in season. So I don't accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. I touch a little bit of everything, and so then it drags out. But oh, this is going to be so beautiful when it gets done. And this is just a little vinyl front brag I made with some Pioneer Woman fabric from Walmart. And then I made a little bulb charm with a cowboy hat and a couple buttons. With these, I think I'm going to just toss them on the floor behind me, and then I'll repack them when we're all done and off camera. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? Okay. I see Valentine's is next. So this will be getting some attention soon. Another vinyl front bag I made with some heart fabric, either from Walmart or Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. This one I started February of 2024. And here's the pattern. February snapshot. And I'm going to not rush, because I'll have a tendency to want to rush through this. But I want to give you guys time to look at these. And this also has a lot of dense stitching in it. So pretty. So let me write this one down. And I'm stitching with all DMC, and I'm on a 14 count Lori Holt vintage cloth oatmeal. So any guesses how many I'm going to have when it's all said and done? I told Abby when we were talking, I was thinking, and I've probably estimated a little high. I was thinking close to 50, but I was probably, what's that called? Exaggerating? So maybe 40? Still a lot. Let's see. Let's see. What's your number? Put your favorite, not your favorite. Put your guess in the chat, and then let's see who's the closest at the end of the video. So drop your chat in now. We're at the 11-minute mark or thereabouts. And let's see where we end up at. So I'm going to say 40. 40 is going to be my guess. I have not counted. It is just an educated guess by looking at all of this. Okay, so here's one that should go in a pretty bag, but I don't think I have just a generic bag. I'm looking over there. I have one generic bag, which I would call more like Christmas, or not Christmas, kitchen. So this is so pretty. I didn't work on this very much, but I really enjoyed starting it. And this, I believe, is a piece of cloth. See, like what I put a project card in, didn't even fill it out. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to remember. And I don't remember. But I did put this in here. So I know it was this fabric, 14 count vintage oat, Hobby Lobby brand. And I know I really sprayed this heavily with Unfinished Stitches Vintage Spray, because there is, I wanted the schoolhouse or church in the background here to really pop, this white to pop when I get to it. But I didn't want to go too dark because these are some really rich colors in her outfit. So I tried to focus my spraying over where I think the building's going to be. Write this one down. And Day of Jubilee. I don't think, because I write kind of big, I don't think I'm going to write the designer down. I think I'm just going to write the name of the pattern, Day of Jubilee. Because it's just a running list for me. Oh, the next one I see, I know I'll probably get done this year for sure. So let me write myself a note somewhere on a piece of sticky Post-it. I'd like a project bag. Let me do this, project bag, and let me name what project it's for, so then maybe I could pick some fabric that kind of goes with it. So this is Day of Jubilee. So this one I could go, you know, I could go really patriotic. I could go like ethnic, like with some African prints, which I don't have any. I could go with ooh, I think I know what I would do. Some reproduction fabric from that time period would be really pretty for a bag. So that's, I'll put that there. Another vinyl front bag I made. And here is, oh, this is so pretty. I love this so much. This is a Plum Street Samplers Hen Peck. And this was a pattern I bought off Carrie from Tiger Lily's D-Stash. And here is my version. I love this. I just love the red, white, and blue. I love the colors. I love the motif. I guess I have more. I always like, oh, I'm so close to getting done, but I really do have a lot to do. I still have this whole hen and then all of this to get filled in. It is a joy to stitch. I didn't write when I started it. Not a very good historical person here, apparently. And I chose my own adventure for the colors. Ho, ho, ho. Santa's not here, but the Ring camera on the back door has Santa Claus all year long. So I know it's Steve. He took the dogs for a walk. Here is a very pretty bag. I did not make this bag. And I have like a little Lori Holt charm. And I want to say who I know that there's no tag on it. I want to say, and I could be totally wrong, giving the wrong person credit. I want to say it's like so Sherry, so something like that, but no tag, but beautiful fabric. What's in this? I don't even know what's in this guy. Oh, my ladybug stitch, which still has a needle like in the fabric. This is one that, holy Hannah, I started and restarted so many times. And then I left myself like zero margin over here. But I think I'm happy now with it. I know I'm happy with it now. Miss Ladybug. So let me write this one down. Why do I have to work for a living? Why can't I just stitch all day, every day, and then when I get tired of stitching, just switch out and do some quilting, and then get a snack, maybe watch some Flosstube, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that would be the dream. This one here is, I don't know if you would call it embroidery or if it's called crewel. Let's see what the pattern calls it. This one I know I've had forever as well. It's a Dimensions embroidery kit. Rooster on Black is what it's called. Not a very original name, right? So I'm not an embroiderer, but not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And this is before YouTube and a lot of internet stuff where you basically have to get a book from the library or something to learn the stitches. So I'll take that win. So we're going to list this one. So this one also needs a nice bag, doesn't it? What was this called? Rooster on Black. I need a rooster project bag. That would be easy. Find some Lori Holt fabric of some sort, some kind of farmy fabric. This is another bag I made, kind of like a Western theme. I really like the zipper pull though. Some pistols. And then this floss bed or wallet or whatever you want to call it, I bought somewhere at a store. And the person who made it, let's see if they have a name on it, did such a nice job. I don't think there's a name on it. But they used some Lori Holt fabric. I've got snips in here. And this is just a kit from Walmart from 2024. Laundry today or naked tomorrow. And a real sad start way. Not real excited about this one. I would love to have it done. I think it would look cool hanging in the laundry room. Oh, I didn't even write it down. See, that kind of tells me something. I didn't even write it down. I'm kind of like, I'm not even like in love with it. I'd love to have it. It's really not that big of a stitch, but I might abandon it. I think I'm going to abandon it. Should I abandon it? I'm going to abandon it. Okay, this guy's going to go up for adoption. He's not even going to go on the list. Will I regret that decision? Because I'm like, oh, like, should I keep it? Should I not? It's just not making my heart sing. And this one does make my heart sing, but boy, it hurts to stitch. It's a lot of thought. That border is no joke. I love the pattern though. I'm going to flash it to you. It's in color. So I love that. It's big. It's easy to read. This is a piece of fabric that I dyed myself. It's going to be just so nice when it's done. And I love the way the fabric feels. Let's see if I got a card in here for this guy. 2023, February 2023. So it's a March sampler. If not, put your guesses in how many you think I have. Well, and I told you that I had, well, let's be fair. This was number 13 that I wrote down on my list, but one I crossed off, so we really have 12. And then some of them I wrote down prior to filming. So we'll see. We'll see what the final number is. I might not have as many as I think, which is kind of exciting. Not as daunting of a task. And you know, this is a bag I bought from somebody off of Etsy, a vinyl front bag. Whoops, sorry, I'm off camera. Some Walmart fabric. Oh, I love that. That's the little Riley Blake charm. But I think I'd love to make a nice St. Patty's Day bag. So let me write that down. I want to March, because I'm going to be stitching on this a long time, and the patterns like doesn't fit in the bag. So I really need like one of Lorraine's bags, like one of my big bags that I like to make. So a big, I'm going to write big March bag. So, oh, here's one that I adore working on. This is a bag that I made. I love this one, Lori Holt Cover Wagon. And as you can see from it poking out here, that's the nice part about the vinyl bags. You can see the project. And I know when I show you this, I'm always like, I love this so much. The colors, this is, look at, it's close. Look, I'm almost out of floss. And then I've got some floss bling that I purchased off of Etsy from somebody who is so talented. This is the Month to Month by Stitching with the Housewives, April. And here is where I'm at. I am so close. So close. And if I could do it again, I think I would just go back and do these barns because I just love the barns the most. So April, month to month. Here's the one that I accidentally pulled out of the bag. So I made this bag with some Teresa fabric. This was one of my first attempts at making like a little zipper pull. And this is just so big. This is, oh, I got two patterns in here. Sacred. And Kelly, you're probably way closer to me in finish, because you're more monogamous and I'm like all over the place. So here's mine. It's on 14 count. It's ginormous. And I lost steam on it. And I think the reason why I lost steam is the color palette. While traditional and spot on for some Catholic iconic artwork, I think I would love to do it like more in an updated pastel-y kind of palette. But I'm going to soldier on, and this is going to get done someday, so this is not going to get abandoned. I have, if not for myself to frame, probably after doing all that work, I'd probably frame and keep it for sure. There's also somebody else I would think of. There's a couple people I could think of who would just love to have this in their home. But, so, here is Sweet Wings Studio Pasta Pie. Now, I worked on this, or I started this because our family, my husband's family, does monthly pot pie. The church makes pot pie, and then we buy it and all of that. And there's some long family history there with the church and making pot pie. And then his sisters and aunties started making pot pie, and now we're not sure who's making it this year. But anyway, so let's see how far I am on this. And of course, I've got a needle in it. I am such a bad girl. And here we are with that. I'm not loving it. Nothing wrong with the pattern, nothing wrong with my stitching. You know what? I'm just going to say it here. There's some drama right now with my husband's sisters. Not with me. We're not having drama between us or anything. And pot pie has always like been this beautiful thing that I've cherished going to. But, and it's not even with my husband. I'm just disappointed in a Christmas situation that has to do with my father-in-law. I'm not happy with the lack of attention the girls have shown their father this holiday season for whatever reason. Dad says he doesn't know why. The girls pretend like there's nothing going on. There's definitely something going on there. And it's just kind of soured me, because the guy is like in his 80s. He'd do anything for you. Sweet, kind, grumpy, sometimes difficult, but that's, oof. Hey, it's okay. It's still our dad, or in my case, my father-in-law. So I think I'm going to abandon this one. I'm going to keep the floss, but that will, you know what, when I see how many I abandon, maybe we'll figure out if there's other people out there who like 14 count, maybe. Or maybe you just like the pattern and you can throw away my stitching. But anyway, not to bring you down or anything like that. It just, I don't know, now when I look at it, I just feel like this, why people gotta be that way? Why you gotta be that way? My dad's deceased, so I have a soft spot for old grumpy men, and I'm married to one too. Speaking of, he was grumpy this morning, and I just had to be like, it's Sunday morning, my friend. I'm not sure what your problem is, but we need to be waking up with a happy heart. So that one didn't go on the list. Okay, and one basket's empty, so I don't have nearly the number that I thought I had. This is going to be awesome. I'm not going to feel bad at all about starting new stuff. Okay, let's pull over another basket. Okay, this is my birthday bag I made, and I love this little charm. I got this at Michael's, like a little cupcake charm with beads on it. So if you want to make yourself like a little, and I didn't even have to make it. Yeah, it already came on the lobster claw and everything. So if you have like a birthday stitch, I think this would make a great little zipper thing for your zipper pull. Whoops, my fabric's getting caught in there, or my thread. There we go. This was my start this year. And I wasn't sure, thank you guys, because I wasn't sure if I was going to do a birthday start because I have an old one that is still in the works, but you're like, go ahead. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead. And I'm so happy I did. It's this pattern here. And, oh, my project card, at least I just wrote that I started it on my birthday. And here it is. It's on that, I don't know, the light's probably going to blow it out. That 14 count pink Kimberly's gingham fabric flare. I love it so stinking much. And this is, I got the floss from the designer. I got the pattern and the floss directly from the designer. This is just a little charm from, I think Hobby Lobby sells this one, and I put a couple little buttons on there. And there's the color palette. I wouldn't say that I'm a lavender kind of girl, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Look, I'm smiling. I'm so happy. I love this one. So, I don't need that bag. Let's write this one down in the book. So this is by Jardin Privé, the letter L. So I'm just going to call it letter L. And that can be for me, or someday it can be Lilith's, since we are the L girls. That one will definitely get framed and probably go in my office. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is so much fun. I love coming back and seeing all my projects. This is the big boy I should be working on. Another bag I made. I love this bag. This is a nice bag. I mean, they're all nice. Any bag's nice, whoever makes them. But I like the big ones because everything just fits in here. And this is a big pattern. This is One Nation. And this is the one where all the states are written in the order they became part of the Union. And they're in red and white. And then, yeah, let me pull that up again. Love this. And let me show you mine. Again, I don't work on it because it's like a blanket. But I should work on it because I love stitching letters. It goes so fast. But look how huge it's going to be. Let me even back up. Yes, folks, the fabric's been cut down. So, of course, this will be a framed piece when it gets done. You know, I'll probably have to take out a small loan, sell a kidney to buy the frame. Who knows how I'm going to pay for that frame. That is nuts. I have another blank floss card. So who knows when I started it? Who knows? It's a mystery to you. It's a mystery to me. Because I don't write this stuff down because I think, oh, I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember. I think that's beautiful beige. And here's my floss bling. How pretty that is. And I have all the floss in the bag. So I have all the color lot. I bought it in one shot. And I did not do the called for. Let me tell you the colors I'm using. I'm doing DMC white or blanche. DMC 150 is my red, and my blue is 311. So let's, oop, I get to turn the page. My page is full. So this is number, here is one of those Lori Holt project bag kind of panels I just put together. And then I did some zigzag stitching, like applique around some of it. Threw some rickrack on it. I need to slide over. I'm like out of camera. And then I love her little double zippers. So who's in here? Oh, my birthday start from 23, 24. Who knows what year this was. This is this. I really do love this pattern. And I even have like finishing fabric thrown in my bag so I don't accidentally use the fabric. And here is where I'm at on it. It's beautiful. Oh, and this is beautiful too. The floss is not beautiful. The mess of it. The colors are beautiful, but here's the floss bling. squirrels. I love squirrels and chipmunks, raccoons. Those are probably some of my favorite little animals. We'll put a blank project card back in the bag. Why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I write anything? That one's called Gathering Acorns. So we're up to 17 WIPs total. 17 right now. Here's a pretty bag that I made. This is some Hobby Lobby fabric. And, oh, I think that's probably a Hobby Lobby little charm. This is a wedding sampler for Steve and I, which is so stinking beautiful. Again, another one I don't work on because it is huge. But won't that be just stunning when it's done? The colors, I'm doing all the called for. And then I have like a love. Love is the theme on the charm. I got threads a-hanging. I got threads a-hanging. So not quite as big as One Nation, because I guess I'm all the, I mean, not even close, because here's how wide it is, and then it'll go down. But this one will also be very beautiful when it's done. Very, very beautiful. And it's an Alaska sampler because we honeymoon in Alaska. It's called The Bear and the Moose. Let me write that down. And we're hoping the bear and the moose. We have a little, we do like little old school envelopes like for saving for special things, and so we have an Alaska envelope. And of the beginning of December, we were on pace, like we had a certain dollar amount we needed to save every month, but we are concerned and probably are not going to hit our next goals going forward, because I shared before of how expensive our health insurance is going to be. I mean, that's taken $800 a month out of our small budget as it is. So the plan was to go to Alaska in 2027. I'm not sure if we're going to hit that goal. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but one of Steve's friends, you know, Steve's retired, one of his friends called him and said, hey, my brother works at this nursing home that I used to work at as a CNA. And they are, his brother's retiring from a part-time groundskeeper job. And I always said to Steve when I worked at this home that this would be a perfect job for you when you retire. It's a huge place. It's got lots of land. They take really good care of their employees. It's just a lovely place to live and work. And so anyway, so Steve put an application in, and we'll see. I don't know how I feel. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want you to get a job. You just retired, you know, it's only been 6 months and I like having you around and all of that. But then I was like, okay, well, if they pay you this much per hour and you work 20 hours a week, you know, I'm doing like I'm like, ooh, this is nice. We could save this much money. So there's pluses and minuses. So, you know, he put it out there. It's, you know, it's God's will. If the person who's in charge, whatever the manager is, if they, you know, look at Steve's application and, you know, don't already have somebody else in mind, maybe they'll call him. And I know if they call Steve, they'll offer him the job because he'll interview very well because he's just a sweet and dear man. So anyway, that might be on the horizon. My baby might be going back to work for a few hours a week to help us achieve our financial goals, so we can go to Alaska. That would be one of the goals: to save for Alaska, to save for a new dishwasher, those kinds of things. He's like, and save for ammo and fabric. But I was just like, yeah, I just really want to take a nice vacation. Anywho, we'll see. I'll update you if Steve gets a job. This is one of my favorite bags. This is Brenda Riddle fabric. And then this is a vintage, probably pillowcase or something, or maybe a table scarf that I cut and added. The only thing I would have wished, this is when I first, not when I first, this is when I got back into making bags this year. I did not use a heavy enough stabilizer. Now when I make the bags, they're much firmer, like not foam firm, not like anti-soft and stable, but I use, and if you read the comments in my Etsy store, everyone seems very happy. I use some Pellon, and then I use batting, and so it gives it, it's still soft, but it gives it some body. This one's a little floppy. This one I think only has batting, no stabilizer. A gorgeous pattern, and I even have a pair of gloves in here because I'm going to be working on it a while, and it's white fabric. It's a big one. This is about, it's a Quaker, it's called Quaker Lorraine. It's about the area of France, and I have ancestral roots to there, and it's part of my name. So they're doing like a green and gold, and I'm doing a navy and gold. I love this pattern. And this one I even filled out my card. I started October 28th of 2024. So my color palette, I chose my own adventure. I chose my blues and my golds. And this will be another one. We'll have to sell a kidney to frame because this will be frame worthy because it'll be a big boy. Bag. Oh, Lori Holt stitch cards. Oh, and I got the perfect bag for it. The bag that I just emptied, this bag. Because this is Western theme, and these are the Western Pioneer Day stitch cards. Oh, that worked out perfect. And these are great. I just haven't been working on them. I took them a couple times camping in the beginning of the season. And I love these little stitch cards because they're just like little bite size, and then the pattern's on the reverse and it's in color, and they are a joy to stitch. In fact, Quarter Shop's been teasing that they're coming out with something special for the new year regarding these because they've worked their way through the alphabet. So we'll have to wait and see what that is. But I am doing mine in a row. This is a piece of scrap 14 count Aida that I dirtied up with vintage spray a lot because I wanted that white on the covered wagon to pop. So I've got the covered wagon done. I have the bonnet almost done. And then I have just a flower basket and log cabin to do. I just really love that. I love that pioneer time period, the 1800s. Western, frontier, farmland. I also like cottages and cottage gardens and florals, and that's just who I am. Here's the bag I bought off the Etsy seller I recently showed you. The only thing I wish, and maybe I could right here, I'd love to make like a long zipper pull with like some ruby slippers and some, just bling it totally out. There is a little bit of room there. Maybe I could do that. But anyway, this is Tiny Modernist. I think also, Kelly, I think you're working on this. Like, Kelly, like, I let you down, girl. Like, you, like, oh, I'll stitch with you, Lorraine. And then I stitch for a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, I'm done. So here is, I love the Wizard of Oz. So here's the pattern. This is where I'm at. And this is a piece, a 14 count fabric flare. And let's see, do I have a card? Because this fabric flare is something special. It's called Fairy Mist. And I don't think you can see it on camera. But it's got blues and pinks and yellows lightly kind of swirling in the fabric. This bag is nice, but of course my pattern is going to stick out. So see, this is why I like making bigger bags. I like the bigger bags. But I could not find any Wizard of Oz fabric on my own. That I did find some, but it was like in the United Kingdom, and it was just too much to buy the yardage and then have it shipped. And so I just bought a bag locally. And I'm very happy with the bag. I just wish it was a smidge bigger to hold my pattern. But isn't that fun? I am so happy. So happy. Oh, and I didn't even write it down. Just like, Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so what's this pattern? The Wizard of Oz tree. Next. Oh, this is a fun bag that I made. First time I did like foundation paper piecing, and this was so fun. I learned this one from on the Instagram, I sound like an old person on Instagram, the little green bean. She has a nice page. And then the Lori Holt charm. Another big one. What is it with me in these big projects? This is the Quilted Witch. Most of the floss is dropped, but not all. Not all. This is the Lori Holt cabochon. Here is the pattern. It's gonna be a blanket. And I'm surprised that, looking at this, I'm surprised I chose white for my background, because I really do like a tan, and this was stitched on some sort of tan. But it sure does make the colors just like in your face. When, oh when, am I gonna stitch all these things? Who knows? Who knows? But they bring me so much joy just touching them. Here is a little bag that I made this year, where I just did a patchwork, and then I did binding instead of it's lined on the inside, but I also did the binding to close it up. Oh, this is one that just needs to be done. As I got a needle hanging. So this is Harvest Time by Pickle Barrel. This is on a piece of fabric flare, printed with all like fall words, called Harvest Time. Here is, okay, looks like I got a bag shoved within a bag here. Oh, it's a thread bed. Okay. I got a hairpin. I've got a pack of needles. Little bag I made with some Hobby Lobby fabric, fully lined. I love these little pom-poms. And let's see, I do have bling on this one. Oh, I think I have, this is my second one just like this. It is, she seeks wool and flax and works willingly with her hands. It's a proverb. Sorry, I'm all thumbs trying to show it to you. And the camera's really not going to do it justice. And then it has like the buttons, the spool. And this is really pretty. This one, this will be a framed piece someday when it's done. I've got threads hanging. I think it's an older pattern. 2009 it says on the back. Use these type of floss, but I don't like these. And this is one of my very first attempts a million years ago at a thread bed, and it's very floppy. I don't like that. I did not use hard enough interfacing, but I hate to just like pitch it because I made it and it works. It's functional, but it's not my favorite. But you know, prototype. Even my stitching, I'm looking at my stitching going, oh, stitching's a little wonky. That was a long time ago though. That was a long time ago. And I'm still trying to figure out that kind of stuff. So that is a very pretty project that I'd love to have finished. Bag. This I think is also Hobby Lobby fabric. And here's a project that I really just haven't, like, I like it, but I haven't been cooking on it. Making Beautiful Things by Teresa. And I just have a little start up in the corner. On some crunchy Aida, 14 count, called for, I wrote called for DMC. started in August of 2024. It will be great when I get it done. I mean, like at first, when I first pulled it out, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just abandon this one because I know I didn't have very much work on it. But then I'm like looking at it and I'm like, I really like this pattern. I really like it. It's so pretty. Sorry for the glare on the plastic. So, nope, it's a keeper. Are you still with me? Do we need to take a moment? Do we need to take a drink? A little bag I made from some scrap fabric. Oh, this one I love so much. It's a Silver Creek Samplers Mary Rodder's Spelling Lessons. Another blank card. This is a piece of fabric flare, and in the fabric you can see there's like little gray spider webs, and then over here is like a shadowy white one that I stitched. Hanging threads. Oh, this one is so much fun to work on. And great colors. I love these little Lori Holt floss drops to pumpkins. Really like those plasticky floss drops. So 27, Mary Rodder's Spelling Lessons. Another little plastic bag I made, vinyl front bag with a spider. This one is a great one too, but I am super slow on this one. This pattern like hurts my head. And you would think it would be so simple just to follow, but this is messing with me a little bit. I love this pattern though. I love the colors. I love the idea behind it. And here's my version. So you can see I even stopped stitching the background behind October and moved on to some motifs because I was just like, oh, the pattern, because it's 3 colors. It's 2 pinks and 1 white, and I don't want to mess it up. I think this is like a 14 count beautiful beige, maybe. No project card. Wrote on part of the pattern. We've got a floss drop though. We got a sunflower, not Halloweeny, but sunflower. That must have been what I had. Very pretty. Pattern is janky, so I must have had it a while. And it's a black and white. I wish the pattern was color. I really like those colored patterns. I'm sure they cost a lot more to have printed, but I really like them. Oop, I get to use the eraser. Let's use the eraser on my pen. I started writing, oh, that works really nice. I started writing 21st instead of 31st. Why did I do that? 31st. So very pretty. Cannot wait to have this done someday. Someday. Can live somewhere over the rainbow someday. I'm making a mess here. Oh, this is such a sweet little deer bag I made. Brenda Riddle fabric, one of my favorite fabric designers. And then this is a little pin I got probably at a thrift store. It says Grandma's are great. It's Grandma's are great. And what's in this little bag? Oh, this is patriotic, so the bag doesn't really go with it, but that's okay. This one is, oh, this is so close to being done. This will definitely be a focus to get done this year. I like stitching this. So much stitching on that green hill, and that's behind me. Now I'm just doing the fun quilted flag. This is a hands-on design pattern called Knee High by the 4th of July. A very Midwestern thing to say. I'm not using the called for. I think I'm using a mix, and I don't have a card, so I can't tell you. But I think it's kind of like some is called for, some is choose your own adventure. Is Laura from Lottie Does Stitches says pirate rules. Pirate rules. We're just gonna do what we want to do. And this one's called Knee High. This one will definitely get done this year. Because I know I've been working on it a couple summers. So let's just get her done so we can work on one of those other beautiful patterns I have waiting for me to start. Here is a bee bag that I made. This one I used foam in. This is an older bag I made. Very nice. And this one is, I believe I started this one this year. Nope, I started this one in 2024. Joyful World June Bear. Oh, I think it was a restart. I think that's why there's not much on it. This was a restart. I unpicked it and started again. So I think it's a free pattern, because all I have, I mean, this is all I have, is like an internet screenshot. And it's by the Snowflower Diaries blog spot. So I got it from her blog spot, not from somebody else. And it's just a bear sitting by a bee scat with some bees, and it's just really pretty. So I'm just working on this little tree over here. I don't know if that's a orange tree, apricot tree. I'm not sure what that is. Yep, it says free pattern for personal use. 2016. So feel free to look that up. The Snowflower Diaries blog spot. Get yourself a copy if you like. June. And then I'm going to write in parentheses June Bear, because that's what I think of it as, June Bear. And Steve has a June birthday. And we like bears, so it makes me think of him. And he looks sweet and cuddly, but sometimes he's like a bear with a sore bottom. Shh, don't tell him I said that. Stitching with the Housewives, a little vinyl bag. Not a huge fan of these vinyl bags like this. I wish they would be canvas. Another pack of, I'm sorry, I keep itching my face. Another pack of needles. This one, another June snapshot. June snapshot. All wrinkly and crinkly. I did start it this year. I started it June 2nd. I filled out the card. And I think, is this a primrose charm? I believe. I'm not sure. We are close, guys. We're getting towards the end. Flea Market Flowers. And this is a Lori Holt pattern, but I did the recoloring, the patriotic interpretation. Oh, it looks like I got two patterns in here. Two patterns. So Lori Holt bag pattern thing. Little Hobby Lobby type charm. A lot of edges. A little soft, just interfacing. Didn't do my best work on this one. This is going to be a blanket. I don't know where I'm at on this. Which corner? I'm up in this corner. I'm here. It doesn't look like a lot of work, but that was a lot of work. And is this, what fabric is this? Vintage Country Mocha. Yeah, you can see the modeling. And then if you bought the Patriotic Thread Pack, you got the conversion. So just Lori Holt DMCs. Which, I don't see my conversion paper. Oh, here it is. So there's the threads, and then it gives you the conversion. Just to make it more Americana. Not like in your face, but more subtle Americana. Almost like reproduction colors in a small sense. I don't know. So then, yes, that's going to go in here. So, all right, Flea Market Flowers. If you were with me this far, we are a solid hour in. Now I'll edit some, so maybe it won't be quite an hour. But if you made it this far, let's do a giveaway. Let me find what I have in my giveaway pile. Let's do like a nice big giveaway. Well, big for me. So let's do this Lori Holt, or is it a Lori Holt? Yes, it's a Lori Holt Prim and Proper. I have two of these. I did not realize, see, before I got organized the last couple of weeks, and I think that's what kind of spurred it. I accidentally bought two of these. Great book, but I have one, so I don't need two. Brand new book. Perfect. That's going to go in the giveaway. Not brand new. A little janky, a little beat up. The pattern I just finished. You will not get the embellishments. You will just get the original pattern, but it is a great pattern, so that will go with it. And you're going to get Stitching with the Housewives. This was their last of their monthly seasonal club. Like I've mentioned just when I showed you the strawberry bag, I'm not a huge fan of these vinyl bags. And you're going to get the pattern because I'm not going to stitch the pattern. So basically I paid for, oh, and I threw in a Lindy Stitches stickers are in here as well. I kept the needle minder, the floss, and the finishing fabric. You're going to get the pattern and the bag. So you're going to get all of this, and I hope you find this to be a good giveaway. The magic word is going to be Happy New Year. If you just tell me Happy New Year, oh wait, that might be hard for the comment picker because it's 3 words. So let's not do that. But Happy New Year to you. Let's do, I don't know, winter. Winter is an easy word. The comment picker will be able to find it. It's not multiple words. Easy to work into a sentence. This is the winter bag with the snowflakes. Yes, winter is the magic word. So if you made it this far and you're not already a subscriber, would you please subscribe to my channel? Would you please like my video? Would you please tell your friends all about it and tell them how much fun I am? And if you'd like to be in the giveaway, just write the word winter and I'll throw your name in the hat and we'll get you drawn and get these out to you. And I do have things I'm shipping, leaving the house tomorrow. The previous giveaway is shipping tomorrow, and I have 3 Etsy shippings. So it's been a good couple days. So anyway, so let me sit that there so I don't forget what I said I'm giving away. Thank you for being with me. And on with the show. We have, I think these are the, you know what? I think I messed up my flosses. I think these are the flosses. Yes. See, this is why I shouldn't have 2 things in a bag. And now I just messed up my zipper thing. These go with that pattern. These go with this pattern. See, they're not even floss strapped. Hot mess express. Hot mess express. And then my zipper got caught in the thread, and so now it's separated. See, I got thread everywhere. There we go. This goes with this pattern. You are the boss of your own quilt. PDF by Lori Holt. I started this May of 2024. Easy stitch, fun, bright colors. Excuse me, I'm going to get up and get a bag. And this pretty bag. This was like one of those tea towel calendars I got at the thrift store. Lori Holt Apple Charm. In this bag, I did the Annie Soft and Stable. So this bag is like luscious. Fully lined. A little overkill. It's a big bag for such a small project. That way I don't mess my floss up. And I get to add another pretty bag to my stack. Floss in the bottom of my basket. This could be bad news for me. Oh, here's one I just need to finish. I'm just kind of over this one. Sew All the Things by Flamingo Toes. So close. So close. So close. If I wasn't that close, I think I'd abandon it because I'm just over it. I started this one May of 2024. So All the Things. This is just the saddest little bag. So this is just the Lori Holt bag if you do it just the way it says. No lining, no interfacing. It's just like a shell. No, my friends. No, you must use interfacing. It's such a pretty fabric and everything. Why does her instructions not tell you to use interfacing and stuff? See, I should take it apart and just like doll it up and make it prettier because it is such a pretty panel. And guess what? I get to turn the page again. On page 3. Item that doesn't have its own bag, and maybe let's see what this is if I can find a bag for it. Snapshot November. I like these snapshots. I guess this is probably the third one I've come across, right? I don't think I worked on this one at all this year. I feel like the seasons just flew by. This whole year just flew by. I feel like I just did like this WIP parade. Does anyone else feel that way? I mean, I know that sounds so cliche, but I mean, it just zipped by. And the beautiful floss. I think over there, all I have, I don't think I have any fall bags. I just have like Halloween and Christmas. So it's going to go back in this little vinyl zipper, which there's nothing wrong with it. I just really like the pretty bags. So let me write on my list. I'd like to have another Thanksgiving bag, which I don't have. I don't think I have much fall fabric or any. Again, another one where I just want to cut my losses, but I'm so close to being done. It's a little dimensions kit from gosh knows what year. Does it even say? Three Wise Men. I mean, it's beautiful. It's just like, just over it. And the fabric glows in the dark, so that'll be cool. Or not the fabric, the white thread outlining the Three Wise Men. So it'll be cute. I was just looking for a year, because I mean, I know I've had this forever. I mean, that's all I have left is some green, some tent stitching on the ground. It's not even full stitches, it's just tent stitching. Come on, Lorraine, just get it done. All right, Wiseman. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Wiseman? Three Wiseman. You know what? I'm just going to leave that one out. It is so stinking close. Let's just finish it. It's going to go there. Here is a pretty Thanksgiving bag I made with the vinyl front. This one, I don't think I worked on this year. If I did, I only put a couple stitches in. And this is on that fabric flare. And I'm thinking on this one, I feel like, let me show you on the pattern. And maybe once I get it done, I get more, I won't feel that way. But I feel like there's so much fabric up here after you do the motifs that maybe it needs some leaves or something up in this negative space. I don't know. Or maybe it should be just left alone. I don't want to get it too busy. But I just thought that was so clever, the fabric and then the turkeys, like the little Quaker motifs make a Mr. and Mrs. Turkey. Called the New Gobbletons. Maybe that's why my nose is so itchy. Maybe I'm getting the sniffles. Wouldn't be surprised after spending the Christmas holiday with the grandkids. Little germ factories they are. Here, let me pull these out instead of keep bending down. Really, we are at the better end, folks. I just see a couple bags over here and we're done. This is another one. Oh, I should just be done with it. Be done with it or just walk away. It's a spool tree and all it needs is a lot of back stitching. It was a kit. Comes with the little buttons. As you notice, I did it on a piece of fabric flare white pine board, and I made the executive decision that I was not doing this checkered border because and now I kind of regret that I cut it down, but it reminded me of a Purina dog bag. So it's like, I just need to finish it. I just need to finish it because if I finish it, it will be stinking cute. Christmas spool tree. See, I have a lot of projects that I just need to finish. They're not bringing me a whole lot of joy, but I'm so far in and they've been with me so long, they just need to be done. And this is one of them. Maybe I should have like, like a night of eating my vegetables. Or what do they call that? Like eating your frog. Like if you have to eat a frog, you should do it first thing in the morning and be done with it. Because if you eat it at the end of the day, then you've ate the frog twice because you've thought about it all day and made yourself miserable, and then you still had to eat it at the end of the night. And to me, these are kind of like my frogs. Like, I'm just like over them, and I just keep thinking about them, and I keep shuffling these bags, and I just need to be done with them. I just need to do it. I just need to suck it up, get it done, get that dopamine hit of finishing a project and moving on. Another stitching with the housewives bag, little pumpkin. Oh, this is, now see, look at this one. This one's like, I love this one so much. So you can tell which ones I've had for a while because they're not like really my vibe anymore. And these ones, I'm like, oh, I love this. So close to being done. Just need to finish out that border and add some motifs. It's We Give Thanks by Calico Confectionery. Beautiful fall colors. My pattern. PDF. Very janky. Sorry, that was Steve texting. He's letting me know. Let me text him back. He's in the other room. We Give Thanks. He's going to go pick up a couple grandkids we're going to watch today. Yep, come on in. I was going to text you back. It's okay.
Are you filming?
Yep.
All
right. Gonna go get the boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if Alex is coming or not, actually.
Love you. Be safe.
All right, love you.
Love you. Can you text me when you have them so I know what we're doing for lunch, if I have Alec or not, if I gotta feed somebody?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
You want her in here? Or?
It don't matter. You can leave the door open since you're leaving. I just close it so I didn't annoy you. Talking to myself. Talking to my friends. Love you. Come around and say hi to the friends. Come say hi to the friends. They want to say hi. Come around. Trip over the baskets. We're doing a WIP parade here, guys. Here's the one and only famous Shaney, Steve, as he trips over stuff. Come on. You got to come all the way over, Steve. They can't see you. I got the camera on an angle. There he is. All right. See you, babe. I got the sniffles. I think I'm getting a cold.
What's going on there too? I mean. All right. Be back.
Love you. I got floss. I don't know what it goes to. I've been opening bags.
All right.
Mystery floss.
All right.
Love you. And look what I found. I found a pair of Kohana sigilers in that bag. Let's keep those out. That basket's empty. All I have is this one little basket here that has just a handful. We're close. So this was a fat quarter shop bag, and I don't know if that's a fat quarter shop charm, probably. Oh, this is the one that I should be working on for my mom. Gigi, I love you so much. You know what it is? It's this dark fabric. It's so soft and it's a little hard to stitch in. I need to put it in a hoop. Let me pull my needle out. It's going to be beautiful though, and it's so my mom. I think I'm just going to do the row of the birdhouses and leave the little birdies off. Such a pretty pattern. It's not that I don't want to stitch it for you, Gigi. It's just hard to stitch on that dark color. But the dark color is what's going to make those colors pop. And a little thread bed I made, and a little cabochon charm with a sewing machine. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So yeah, I mean, I should make more of these because look how nice that is. Then like your floss doesn't get all janky in your bag. Whoops, like it's just all in there nice with the snaps. I need to do that. Oh, and I didn't write it down. What's it called? Winter Birds. It's going to be getting out soon. Oh, this is, I think this is one pattern I divided in two. Is that what I did? This is the January month to month. I believe that's what I do. I have it in. Okay. So here is the January month to month. Strings everywhere. Help me. Help me. Jesus, take the wheel. Help me. Okay. which is super pretty. And I'm not ready to abandon it because I mean, these snowflakes are so beautiful. But what I did do is I realized that really the barn's my favorite part. So I started stitching the barn. And I think that's what I'm gonna work on this month, this January, is just the barn. And make a decision at some point about this January business. So why did I put it in 2 bags though? I guess because I was counting it as 2 projects. It's 1 project. There's the floss. There's a couple of blank floss cards. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna just call it one project that might end up being 2. I'm picturing the January part getting abandoned, but I'm not ready to give it up yet. So I'm just gonna count it as 1 January month, 2 month. Okay. Here is one I'm excited to work on. Snowballs for Sale by Lori Holt. This would look great with some snowman fabric. Write that down. Not that I'm going to make all these bags, but snowman bag. Oh, and this does have 2 projects in it. So yeah, I need 2 snowman bags. Okay, so let's separate out this nonsense. So here we are. Snowballs for Sale. I love this 14 count petty point. I have, holy Hannah, is this the right one? Nope. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know what this floss goes to, but here's the snowman floss, I think. Yes, it has like a little Christmas cow and a little buffalo plaid button. And I'm not sure if this floss goes with this one or if it goes with this one. I'm guessing this one. See, I think I am definitely going to abandon that January, even though I like those snowflakes. So I'm sitting here looking at like this stuff and I'm like excited about this stuff, but then I'm not excited about this other stuff. So maybe, so, and then this one I'm really excited about. This one makes me think of my dad, the countryman. And I started this one last year. So I definitely need snowman bags. Maybe I'll put this one in a Christmas bag. This little hot chocolate bag, I'll put this guy in. And I think this loose floss that wasn't dropped, it either goes to that Lori Holt one, or it goes to, I'm gonna put it in a Lori Holt bag. I don't know. When I'm working on these and I can't find floss, maybe I'll remember it was in one of the other bags. The Countryman. Okay. And you know what? I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm like, I'm over this one. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. So this has the buttons. It's going in the giveaway pile. It's an old beat up pattern, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's not written. You get the embellishment. It's going in the giveaway pile. And you know what? If you are with me this far, it's going to go in this giveaway pile. So that's part of the winter giveaway. I'm just cutting my losses. I'm throwing away the pattern. I'm going to get rid of the floss, put the floss away. This brought me joy while I worked on it. It does not bring me joy. It is going to go to the Island of Misfits. Okay. The same with this one. This one I'm not going to give away because I've written on it. It's 100 years old. I'm just going to throw it away. And that goes to the Island of Misfits. Half-finished projects. Boom. Done. This is one that I've been working on. Oops, I dropped something. The last couple nights. You've seen this one. This was in my last Flosstube. Threads everywhere because I literally stopped working on this today to film. Look at, guys. I said I wasn't going to get it done, but since we've last spoke, I got these 2 trees done. And I started on this all I have to do is finish this out over here and fill in some snow over here. I guess I got these two trees done. I'm looking at it backwards, and then put their eyeballs in. So this one is a focus. This is my focus. I am going to get this one done. I actually had to buy a new skein of white because I was all out of just white. So excited. So excited. So that one's going to stay there. Here is another one. Wait, I just feel lighter just being like, okay, I'm just not going to hang on to that anymore. And they're just not bringing me joy. Here is one that is kitted up, but I didn't start. So it's not even a WIP. So this is going to go in my basket of patterns. This is Strawberry Sheep. It's one I want to start. So I'm not even going to write that one down because it's not a WIP. Not even one little stitch. Really pretty, really pretty. I have all the floss and the pattern, fabrics cut. I'm ready to rock and roll on that one. This is Maggie May. I just showed you guys the other day. I haven't stitched on it since I last showed you, but in case you are new here, in case the WIP parade sucked you in, here is Maggie May, an animal cracker. And I'm using my own called for adventure of floss colors on 14 count Ada. She is a doll. So let me write her down. Oh, she might already be written down. Let me look to see if I already wrote her down. Oh, and Merry Christmas Dear is already written down. Maggie May's written down, so they won't go on the list because they're already on the list. This is my winter stitch. We did get some like snow and ice Christmas evening, but I didn't work on this. And this one's all blinged out. Little bag I made, a vintage pin with some animals hanging off, and then a super long dangly. I love these long danglies. And this is Little House Needleworks Log Cabin Christmas. As I always say, this photo does not give this 9-part series justice. And this, I'm really looking forward to working on this some more. And that's what I want to feel and I want to say about each project. I'm really looking forward to it. Not that it's a chore I need to get done. So very pretty. Very, very pretty. Log Cabin Christmas is not on here. For Log Cabin Christmas. Okay. I was thinking of something and I just lost my train of thought. Here's another one that's not bringing me joy. It is this one's already on my list, my December month to month. And I feel like I have so much done that I just need to finish it. And this just was like so much fun to stitch. It was hard, but pretty and interesting. But I think I'm ready to move on. I think I'm going to do what I'm doing with January. I think I'm going to just do the barn. I'm going to not finish stitching out December. I think I'm going to just pick a spot and start doing the barn and just do the barn and cut the barn out. I hate to abandon this because this was super, super pretty. Or you know what I could do? Or this is what I'm thinking. And maybe I'll do this with January. Oh yeah. So I will finish stitching out the word December and put the trees in over here. Or maybe the trees are already in. They're already in. All I gotta do is finish December. And then that will be like a long skinny pillow that I can sit out. Or a long sign, put it on a board. This over here, I just don't give two hoots about. The wagon and the trees. And then I'm going to do the barn. And then the barn is what I really want. So I'll get two things out of this. I'm going to get the December separate, barn separate. And I'm going to do that with January. I feel so much better talking to you guys about that. Because as a whole, it's just not floating my boat. I'm just not like, I'm kind of like, so let me get a pretty bag for this one. Oh no, it has a pretty bag. It's right here. Now I'm feeling so much better talking to you guys about that. And who knows what I'll say next year. It's already on the list. It's already in the count. This is a bag I made this year. And then I made one very similar to this that sold. that you guys, you love these little bags with the pom-poms. Oh, this is my new start. You've seen this. My floss came yesterday for it. So this is Snowflakes and Stars by Lindy Stitches. The rest of the floss, yep, I just shoved it in the bag, came. Look at that yellow. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. That yellow is like, whoa. So that brings me a lot of joy. That is fun. That is fun. And then, oh, you guys, we're at the end. We're out. We're out. There's no hidden WIPs anywhere. So were you keeping track? I know I was kind of a little like, because I already had things on the thing, on the board. 43. My book says 44, but the first one, when I started my list, got finished. Christmas means a little more. So 43, not 44, 43 was the magic number. Thank you so much. Sorry for the itchy nose. I appreciate you guys so very much hanging in there with me. Here's the winter giveaway. You're going to get the brand new Lori Holt Prim book. You're going to get my pattern here with the embellishments, which is super cute. I'm sorry, I just lost interest. The pattern I just finished. The stitching with the Housewife's bag with their beautiful pattern that I'm not going to stitch. Called the Sweet Winter Sweet Seasons Sugar Cookies. Please be, so sorry, my nose itches. Please be 18 or older for the giveaway. Live in the United States. Please be a subscriber. All of those things. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. I appreciate you spending all this time with me from the bottom of my heart. This has been a fabulous year, and I am so grateful for you guys. The next video will be a normal floss tube with what I worked on. I did a little thrifting the other day, so I got a couple of thrift things that are cross stitch related that you're gonna like. And until then, love you guys. Bye.